Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a popular story about AI. A teenager learns to drive in 10 hours, but an AI system needs millions of hours of simulations. That is what I want to talk about because once you look closely, I think that comparison is not fair. Let's discuss why. Hi, I am Necati, a computer scientist with 20 years of experience, and I want to share my experiences and thoughts on this channel. Let's start. So, the last time I saw this example is in an interview with Ilya Sutskever. You know him, he's one of the co-founders of OpenAI. He left OpenAI and then started his own startup, and he got huge amount of investments. So in this interview, he points out that a teen driver can get on the road with just 10 hours of lessons, but AI needs millions of hours of simulated data. So basically the implied conclusion is like humans have something fundamentally different. And actually that is correct. But there is something that bothers me in this discussion, in this example, and it is not this, I didn't see this example only here. I also saw this example all over the place. There is a hidden assumption here, that the teen starts from nothing. But that is wrong. The teen is not starting from scratch when this teen starts learning driving. This teen has the world knowledge that he accumulated for the last 16 years. So that is why I want to point out that it's not fair to say he learned it in just 10 hours. Think about that. Think about what happens before the first lesson. For years, this kid has been in the backseat, watching traffic, seeing how cars behave in rain at night. Like maybe he watched like the near misses and he felt the braking, acceleration. Teens learned physics by playing, dropping things, while learning how to ride bikes, balancing. So he learned reaction times while playing games. And the most important part is nobody labeled every frame for the kids. It is almost unsupervised. And by the time teens show up for the first driving lesson, they already have huge amount of knowledge about what a road is, what a lane is. And they know why you don't hit the people. So they already have this kind of all the information even before their first class. And I want to be fair here. Of course, I am not claiming Ilya forgot humans have prior knowledge. Of course, I'm not doing this. Who am I that is having this conclusion from Ilya's sentences? I'm not saying that. But that is an example that I keep seeing and seeing and seeing. And in that conversation, he's also emphasizing something else. The teens can self-evaluate their own driving. They don't need a number on the screen. They can feel like if they are driving bad or good or dangerously. So they have some kind of internal value function. And that is what he's also emphasizing that in this interview. And here's what I want to say also. A cleaner way to compare humans and AI can be separated into can be explained in three separate levels. First, evolution. Evolution gives us our brain architecture and built-in knowledge that we have. And second, the childhood phase, like the phase, the knowledge we accumulated since until we became 16, which can be considered as a huge pre-training phase on real-world data. And the third level that we can compare is the driving lessons itself, which can be considered as a small fine-tuning step. So, and again, like when we map these three levels into AI systems, this is basically the model architecture, the huge pre-training phase, and also this small fine-tuning phase. And we know that is not new, that's not something that I am inventing, that is something that the modern machine learning systems is already going in this direction, right? So we have foundation models and they have some kind of architecture, then they have this huge pre-training phase, and then we are fine-tuning it. We already have that. We already have, this is where we are moving as an industry. So here's what I want to say as a last part. Instead of asking, why can't AI magically learn to drive in 10 hours like a teenager? I think we should ask this question. How close can we get to this full human pipeline, the learning pipeline that we are having, which is the evolution phase, this lifetime of experience, which is considered the pre-training, and this fine-tuning phase. I think if we frame this problem in this way, rather than focusing only the last phase, maybe this can help us to have a mental shift, and maybe we can start asking different questions. Yeah, that was my point that I wanted to make, and I want to repeat it once again before ending this video. So instead of asking this question, why can't AI magically learn to drive in 10 hours? We should ask, how close can we get to the full human pipeline? See you next time.